Welcome to What If Lab. What if social media was never invented? Imagine this: a world where Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Snapchat never existed. No like buttons, no followers, no reels, no trends. But wait, would such a world be better or worse? Today, we are taking you into a parallel universe where social media never existed. In this parallel world without social media, would human relationships become stronger or more isolated? When you want to chat with an old friend, there's no Messenger or WhatsApp, only phone calls and text messages. Remember the sound of a BB call. Our gatherings might be more meaningful, because in this world, people are more willing to interact face-to-face, without being interrupted by notifications from their phones. But without platforms like Facebook or Instagram, staying connected with distant friends becomes much harder. You might miss out on updates from loved ones, weddings, or important birthday parties. Every meeting feels like an adventure because you have absolutely no idea what the other person has been up to. We know social media has brought a lot of pressure on mental health, especially that feeling of endlessly scrolling, afraid of missing out on something new. In this parallel world, people wouldn't feel insecure from seeing someone's perfect life photos, nor would they feel disappointed from not getting enough likes. Instead, they would focus more on living in the moment. Your self-esteem would no longer depend on followers, but on genuine friendships, love, or even solitude. But without social media as an outlet for emotional expression, some people might find it harder to seek recognition and support, especially those who feel lonely or socially rejected. Where would their voices be heard? In a world without social media, the evolution of technology would take a completely different path. To meet people's need for instant communication, scientists have invented mind-reading technology. Yes, mind-reading. Through a device called Neuralink, users wear a headset that converts their thoughts into text, images, or sounds, which are then directly transmitted to a remote receiver. This isn't mind-reading exactly, but a technology where users actively convert mental information into data streams. People can transform their thoughts directly into messages, with no need for phones or keyboards. In simple terms, your brain becomes a wireless transmitter. You can have real-time conversations with friends, share memories with distant family members, or even join virtual communities through your thoughts. Mind-reading technology becomes so popular that it completely replaces traditional communication tools. Specialized brainwave communities emerge, where people send messages, engage in discussions, and even collaborate remotely through their thoughts. These communities become the spiritual social platforms of a world without social media. But the problems caused by this technology go far beyond mere message leaked. Imagine, one day you can no longer distinguish reality from virtuality. You discover that the words you spoke to your friend were actually transmitted through Neuralink, and your thoughts are being collected, analyzed, and even sold by a corporation. In a world without social media, the political landscape would be completely different. No Twitter. Without Twitter, Donald Trump might never have become president. Back then, he captured global media attention with his daily tweets, communicating directly with voters, and shaking the traditional rules of politics. But in this parallel world, elections are no longer influenced by social media algorithms. Instead, people rely on TV channels, newspapers, and public forums. The spread of fake news slows down significantly. But wait, if social media disappears, all protest movements lose their most important tool. The Arab Spring, Occupy Wall Street, and even the Hong Kong umbrella movement would not be able to easily mobilize thousands of people. Worse yet, if an authoritarian government controls mainstream media, the voices of opposition will be much harder to convey. So, would democracy be more stable, or even more fragile? Now imagine this, a world where TikTok dance challenges don't exist. And no influencers are live streaming to sell products. Those YouTubers with millions of subscribers, they're not around. Advertisers no longer spend billions of dollars on precisely targeted ads. Instead, they return to TV, radio, magazines, even billboards. That's right. We're back to the golden age of advertising wars. And what about the creators? They can't just go viral overnight with a simple photo or video. They need real works, novels, paintings, movies, even live performances. So this means more artists will return to the streets, attracting audiences through real interactions. That's actually kind of cool. But for those talented creators working behind screens, their voices will be much harder to be heard. Is this a fairer world, or an even more unfair one? Imagine, even though social media doesn't exist, humanity's desire to connect with one another doesn't just disappear. Instead, their social needs give birth to an entirely new technology DreamNet. At some point in the future, scientists discover a type of brainwave pattern in human dreams that can be recorded and transformed. This technology is named DreamNet. With this system, people no longer communicate through words or images. Instead, they can meet each other in dreams, have conversations, and even co-create entirely new dream worlds. Painters use dreams to paint, musicians use dreams to compose. Some even meet with deceased loved ones in their dreams. This technology quickly becomes popular among artists and philosophers. Some turn their dreams into artwork, while others design virtual dream competitions that blend reality and imagination. But soon, a terrifying problem arises. Some people become addicted to this dream reality and refuse to wake up and face the real world. This sparks heated debates about dream addiction and its social implications. Worse yet, as people over-rely on DreamNet, the line between memory and dreams begins to blur. Reality and illusion mix into a confusing mess. Some even choose to abandon real-life relationships, preferring to find companionship and friendship within dreams. And in this surreal world, a crazier phenomenon emerges: dream religion. Believers claim that through DreamNet, they can access the collective unconscious and even uncover the secrets of the universe. But will this really make people better? Or is it just a collective hallucination waiting to collapse? If social media doesn't exist, humanity's desire for eternal existence and self-expression could take a different route. Mind cloud. This is a technology that digitalizes human consciousness. You can upload your memories, personality, and thoughts to the network, allowing your digital self to live forever. Imagine, even if your physical body dies, your self can still exist in a virtual world, conversing with loved ones, learning new things, and even becoming an AI mentor. But here's the question: when your digital self becomes more successful and popular than your real self, how would you feel? Is it still you, or just your shadow? In a world without social media, would information spread more slowly or faster? It might depend on how technology evolves. Without Facebook, Twitter, or TikTok, internet culture would look completely different. More decentralized, more independent forums, more niche communities. Imagine a world where the internet is not controlled by a few giants, but instead consists of thousands of independent communities, each with its own language, culture, and rules. In this world, meme culture might not even exist. Without viral mechanisms, trends would die out faster and remain limited to specific circles. On the other hand, they might become purer and more creative. But here's the interesting part. This type of online environment could potentially give rise to new, real community technologies. Imagine everyone building their personal space on their own websites, presenting themselves in unique ways instead of a simple timeline. Would this be a digital utopia or a digital wilderness? In a world without social media, would students focus more on learning? Perhaps. But it could also lead to the emergence of more radical learning technologies. Imagine, in the future, Scientists have invented a technology called knowledge chip. It's a device that can encode knowledge in digital form and implant it into the human brain. You don't need years to learn a language or mathematics. Just download a language pack or a physics course and instantly master everything. School. That's old-fashioned. This world has gone madly fast. People are pursuing instant learning technology, not boring classrooms. But this technology also brings new problems. When everyone can become an expert within seconds, does real creativity and wisdom still exist? Moreover, is that knowledge really yours, or just intellectual property controlled by some corporation? Without social media, humanity's quest for the perfect social experience never stops. In this world, a technology called AI partner system emerges. Anyone can design a virtual companion that matches their preferences, whether it's a friend, a lover, or even a mentor. These AI companions not only learn your preferences but can chat with you, create art with you, and even share virtual journeys. Sounds amazing, of course, until one day you realize this AI understands you better than your real friends. And worse, you start abandoning real life relationships because they can never compare to the perfect companion built just for you. Is this technology the salvation of human relationships, or the ultimate illusion? If social media didn't exist, what would people choose to interact with? The answer to this question might lie in virtual reality VR. Imagine a world where people can no longer express themselves through timelines or short videos. Instead, they create fully immersive virtual worlds. In these virtual worlds, you can build your own city, create your character, and even open virtual cafes and art galleries. This is no longer social media. It's a social universe. But this also means real life gradually becomes deserted. People spend more and more time in virtual spaces, and some even choose to abandon real life entirely, never leaving their virtual paradise. Moreover, how do you know if your friends are real people, or just AI simulators created by some corporation? In a world without social media, humanity's desire for deeper communication, technology eventually leads to the birth of MindNet. This is a technology that connects the human brain directly to the internet. Through brainwave transmission, you can instantly share your thoughts, memories, and even dreams with others. But this technology also creates new problems. When your thoughts can be shared, they can also be stolen. Imagine someone using hacking techniques to invade your brainwave device, stealing your private memories, or even worse, implanting false memories, making you unable to tell what is real and what is fiction. In this world, not even your thoughts are private. So, what can you trust? Imagine a world where people no longer endlessly scroll through short videos, but instead focus on genuine creation and progress. If we had focused on exploring the universe, we might have discovered new planets suitable for human habitation. If we had poured our energy into art, music, and literature, perhaps we would have created masterpieces that transcend time and inspire generations to come. Maybe we would have even unlocked the mysteries of consciousness and invented technology that allows us to communicate purely through thoughts. We've just explored those crazy futures. All those technological inventions were simply born from a human desire to feel closer to each other. But now, let's take a look at our world. Did social media really bring us closer? When we spend hours scrolling, endlessly scrolling, without ever truly looking at the people around us, when our thoughts are drained by short videos, turning us into nothing more than scrolling zombies and robots, the same actions, the same content, but no real thinking. We measure value through likes. We define emotions through simple posts. But did this really make us feel closer? Maybe true connection was never meant to be trapped inside a screen. Maybe real connection is in that genuine handshake, that shared smile, those eyes meeting each other. Social media was supposed to bring us closer, but now, Have we actually drifted further apart? Maybe it's time to put down our phones, look up, and truly see the world. Truly see the people around us. Thank you for joining this What If journey. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. What do you think would happen if social media had never existed?